got selected.
That's freaking funny.
And now I'm surrounded by, again, remember my military career was very short. I went to basic training, AIT, and then pretty much like hurricanes and then straight to Afghanistan. So I never really had any additional training of like tactics, small unit tactics, and like anything. So now I'm thrust into these guys who've only wanted to be a Green Beret their whole life. Like there were like 3 SEALs in my class that had tridents, you know.
No kidding.
Yeah,
Purple Heart
at
dudes. The Q course?
Yeah,
the Q course?
at selection, yeah. And
we had selection.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah. No, at the Q course.
At the Q course. How long is the Q course for
it could be like
people that
2,
don't know?
like for me, it was like, I was just nearing 2 years before I left. But some people, it's like 2 years. Some it's like 14 months, 15 months, 16 months.
That is
like, it depends. It varies for everybody.
That sounds freaking awful.
It's a long time, but it's great. I mean, there's really good parts. There's really bad parts.
Is it? So what makes it so long? Is it like there's no
you
language?
have to learn so much. Yeah, you got language school for 5 months.
Oh, that's in the Q course.
Yeah, you got to do small unit tactics, and you may or may not. That's Ranger school it's basically Ranger school for the Green Berets. It's the same tactics and everything as Ranger school. It's just like you don't have to shave your head, but it's the exact same doctrine.
Okay,
and you work out of the Ranger handbook, and you do everything that you do at Ranger school. You do at small unit tactics.
Is it compressed?
I think it is a little bit compressed. I think it's either the same or just slightly shorter.
Yeah.
It's awful. It sucks. And so when I got there,
that's what everybody says about Ranger school. Well, it was terrible.
And I don't know if it's worse at the Q course. I did go to RASP, so I did get a little, and it was just a little bit like military there. The Q course, you were more like a big boy program. Like it was, they call you by your first name, and you're not getting hazed, but like the missions still are longer, I think, in the Q course, and you're expected to go further and last longer out in the field with heavier weight. And there's like,
oh my gosh.
It was brutal. But so I'm coming at this, like there's 3 SEALs, I think, in the class. There was these Apache pilots like that lost their commission because they like flew in, I don't know if it was like Fallujah or Mosul or something like that, but they had like these Marines were pinned down and they call in for medevac, and the Blackhawks are getting denied because there's too much fire. And these Apache pilots do this gun run and they're like, screw it, we're going to fly in. So they fly in, the assistant gunner jumps out, grabs the gun from the Marine and his pack and his gear and puts him in the backseat of the Apache, and it takes off. And so like these 2 guys like lose their—
As a Kazafac?
Yeah.
They picked up a Marine in an Apache and threw him in the back to get him out of there.
And the Apache dude like jumped in with the Marines with that dude's kit and his gun.
That's crazy.
And like got to work. Yeah. So these guys get in like super trouble, and they both go to the Q course.
But they did. So that was the right thing to do though, because they're like, it's like you're saving a man's life.
Right. But they got—
that is the craziest story. I'm sure they got in tons of trouble. But that's crazy. They sacrificed. They're like, I'm willing to throw my career away to save this Marine.
Yeah.
That is freaking cool.
Yeah, it was dope, right? So those guys are in my class. I got this
awesome.
other sniper that's got like a Purple Heart and like a whole bunch of, and everybody knows who he is, and like everybody's like talking